Great. Hi, everyone. Don't you just love to laugh? What a great Sunday morning we're having here at HSN. I continue with you for my second and final hour this morning, and thank you so much for being with us on this May the 4th. Be with you. So, yes, the e-bike, still incredible. A lot of people still ordering. Please don't miss out. That orange is going to be the next to sell out. So take a quick look if you'd like on hsn.com. But you know what you're going to want to take with you on that e-bike and anywhere else is this fantastic new product. I say new, even though we've had the Vibes coming available for you, but it's a newly improved system. I just realized what we're showing you now is coming up later in the show, and that's that incredible Hunter. This is a serious sale on this Hunter portable air conditioning system. It is really not only an AC, you can cool, you can dry, it's a fan, it's got heat mode. We do have the gray or the white. And I tell you what, that's a really nice $250 savings compared to the retail price on that. This is a Hunter, and that 10,000, that's a big number. We'll talk about that in just a bit. It's 831491. But we're gonna start right here. It's summertime, we wanna just be out on the go. If you've got travel plans and you just wanna keep all of your essentials close at hand, I'm gonna sneak around the front to show you this is what you'll wanna have. This is our Vibes, and I said before, we've had the Vibe systems here before, but these are improved with stronger magnets, so it's literally nothing that you have to put in through a belt loop or anything. Those magnets close on top of each other. Just slip it into a waistband of sorts, and then you've got a pouch to be able to take all of your essentials. Maybe it's a passport when you're on the go. Maybe it's your wallet, maybe it's your phone, maybe it's sunglasses, maybe it's some cash, it's a house key, you name it. You can take so many things with you on the go and have your hands free, but everything is close at hand, and these are RFID protected, by the way. I wanna share with you the colors because we have some new ones. These are an incredible hot deal price. Did you notice that? $24.99, normally about $33. So back to colors. We have black, sapphire, hunter green, purple, the leopard, plaid, or the midnight floral. They're really pretty colors, but the key here is that it does allow you to keep things with that snap lock technology close at hand, the strongest magnets ever used, and you even get more of them. So with no belt necessary now, even if those pull-on leggings that we all love to wear, the shorts or the skirts in the summer, you've got the ability to take things with you without having to put a crossbody or keep track of a purse, at that matter. Lori Leland is joining me for this presentation this morning, and I tell you what, theme parks, I know you and your family do all those things, hockey games, all the things.
I want to be hands-free, but I want my stuff. I need a place to put my phone. Maybe you're doing brunch on Sunday with the girls. Maybe you're traveling like you said. You want to keep your passport on you for international travel. This is perfect. And I think there's a special too with buy more, and then you get...
Yes, the second one you can get for $5 off. You can get up to 15 of these to get $5 off of that, so $20 for the rest of them.
Is that crazy?
That's awesome.
So buy these for all of your girlfriends. My mom loves hers. Everybody in my life loves these. And this is the newest and the latest. This is the XL Pro coming your way from Vibes. It's that Pocket Pal. But like you said, Callie, you have more magnets than ever before. These are more durable than ever before. Let me show you exactly. And that beautiful metallic taupe.
This is another color. I forgot to mention the metallic taupe.
Brand new. That's the one you have on. And it's gorgeous. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And let me show you how this works. So this is a sleek, slim, easy to carry little Pocket Pal. And you don't have to have straps. You don't have to have something heavy over your shoulder. You don't have to deal with any of that when you have this, because this is going to have all of your items right there and be completely and totally hands-free. So here's how easy it is to use it. Fully magnetized with more and stronger magnets. There's that snap lock technology. You can hear it. So this really thin little flap right here goes inside your waistband. So this is gonna work with your jeans, your leggings, your skirts, your skirts, whatever it is you're wearing, even a dress with a belt, and then you just drop it. So let me show you. I'm gonna just pop it in right here, and I have to really pull because it's very magnetized. But look at this. I'm gonna slip this in my waistband and drop it. It is snapped now, locked in position. I can't even feel it because it is so sleek and slim and virtually disappears. You have a reflective stripe here at the top and on the zipper pull. So if you're out walking the dog, I have one that I keep packed, Callie, with my dog walking supplies. So as I'm running out to walk our dog,
like your little poopy bags,
I just grab this. It's got the potty bags, it's got the treats, it's got her leash in it, everything is ready to go.
I like that.
So I leave that packed. But let's go ahead and unpack one. I want to show you the capacity here and those super, super powerful magnets, meaning you can be totally hands-free. So let's go inside. Beautiful hardware, gorgeous zipper. Really sleek and smooth. Soft fabrication that is extremely durable. And let's just take a quick tour. You have an inside zipper pocket too, so I'm gonna show you that. Got my lip gloss, always have to have my lippy gloss. I love to have my Vibes earbuds. So if you're an earbud user, you know you have to have your phone close, even in your house. And I don't wanna carry my phone around, so I use my Pocket Pal even inside my house with my phone inside, because of course I wanna answer my phone calls hands-free and use my earbuds. I've got my big old phone right here. I've got my comb for those flyaways because my hair gets out of control in this humidity. I've got my keys because I need my house and my car keys. And then of course I've got my breath mints right here as well. Now on the inside, super silky lined fabrication. There is an inside zipper pocket where you can put more things, and there's RFID blocking. So take a look at this, Callie. If you are traveling, if you do have that credit card, you've got some cash in there, you want to keep it securely zipped in. I carry a few bandages, a little antibiotic or ointment, a little bit of sunscreen, a little bit of a bug towelette, and then I also keep my medication. So I've got my allergy tablets right here. Look at all this stuff that just came out of this Pocket Pal. Look at all of this. This is a pile of stuff right here that came out of it, and it's sleek and slim, and you forget you're even wearing it, so it's nice and secure. It's just the ultimate way to be stylish and have just the essentials.
And just having everything with you. I mean, especially I think as women, we take everybody else's stuff and, you know, keep track of it all day long. You can actually pile a lot more in than what you just saw Lori pull out. It depends on your day, your event. This is that wonderful green. This is called Hunter Green, and it just slips right there on the inside of a waistband. For guys, for girls, I mean, honestly, this works kind of across the board. Black would certainly be great for the guys. We do have purple. We have it in the bright, purple. Purple is the most limited, just to give you a heads up. Here's that metallic taupe, sapphire blue. I showed you the black. Down here are the fun ones, the midnight floral. Here's plaid or the leopard. How many of us don't just have a need to keep a cell phone somewhere that's safe and secure? How many times I've tucked it into my waistband hoping that it doesn't, you know, slip out. This is something that is so universally, you know, kind of a needed item. I did mention, but I want to repeat, RFID protected. So if you are putting those credit cards in there, or your passport, or your driver's license, or even a hotel room key, all of that private information is kept private because of that technology. So yeah, they're back in stock, but better than ever. This is the Pro version. Therefore, those magnets, you're getting more of them, and they are even stronger. And I want to show you one really quick thing, because before Lori shows you more, it's a really nice long flap. So it's not just right over the waistband for it to be able to pop out easily. See how it extends down into the inside of your waistband? So it really does feel securely in place, more so than ever before. Those magnets are strong.
It's right, it's powerful, and you can hear it. It's that snap lock technology. And I have to be very intentional about pulling this flap away because it is so magnetized. As a matter of fact, we're gonna show you a little demonstration over here at our refrigerator. Now this refrigerator, you know, it's slightly magnetic, but these are really, really powerful magnets in your Vibes. I'm gonna throw some weights in here, guys. So take a look at this, 1.5 pounds. So I'm just gonna pop these right in here. This can accommodate so much stuff. So this is now 2.5 pounds right there. So there we go. We're going to add a few more. So there's another 1.5 pounds. So there we go. And now we're up to 5 pounds with all of the weight that you can put in here. It doesn't move. It doesn't budge. The other thing is, even though I have all of those weights in there, check this out. I could take this with me and I could put it on and wear it. That is how powerful the magnets are. And that is how durable and sturdy the Pocket Pal is. And I love this too because I'm always wearing leggings. And my leggings, very, very few of them actually have pockets. So to be able to pop on your Pocket Pal and have your phone with you and be hands-free. You know, we like to cruise. You might know this about me. I like to take a lot of cruises on cruise ships. I never want to carry a handbag, but I always want my phone, not because I'm on my phone, but because I want to take pictures. So this is the way I have my phone with me on the cruise ship. So just imagine brunch with your girlfriends, going out shopping. If you're working out, my husband wears the black one. He puts his phone in it when he's out walking the dog. And I'll show you the dog walking bag because this is is the one that he grabs. We're using the black one at our house. But oh my gosh, all of your dog walking stuff can be right here as well. So I've got my potty bags right here for our little puppy. I have her leash right here. Look at all this room you have. It's crazy. I've got her little puppy treat. She's such a good girl. She needs a treat. What a good girl. And then I've got my hand sanitizer in there as well. And then of course I've got my mini flashlight. My car keys or home keys would also fit in there too. Sunglasses, whatever it is. And let me show you how to put it on once again because it's so lightweight, it's so comfortable. So you have this really, really sleek, slim flap right here, fully magnetized to the back of this. All you do is drop it into your waistband, drop it, and it secures instantly. So Callie, I don't care if you're jogging, if you're running, if you're active, if you're moving, it does not budge. And I don't have to deal with a crossbody. I don't love that across the front of me. I don't love it.
It's really
uncomfortable.
It's an option,
hot
but
and sweaty.
It's kind of, and it can get caught on things. I notice every time I try to get out of an airplane seat, it's like it gets caught right there on the
right
when you're trying to get out and everyone's kind of stressed. These are just back in stock with a vengeance. These are brand new. If you've had a Vibes container or carrier, whatever you want to call it, it's like a little organizer.
It is.
But it really is such a smart way to go. You'll just be free to roam about the land with your hands free and all your essentials close by. The item is 905896. Quick reminder, we have several solids, which include black, sapphire, I guess the metallic neutral or taupe is a very neutral one.
I love that one.
And we have it in the purple, most limited, and hunter green. The fun prints are the leopard, the plaid that we just saw you put about 5 or 6 pounds of weight in.
So designer,
and then
right?
that midnight floral. These make really good gifts. Don't forget, if you get one, you can get a second one at $5 off that sale price. So that makes each subsequent one $20. What a great $20 gift this
What a
would be.
great gift. So I did these and the previous generation, because this one is brand new, but I did the previous generation for teacher gifts at the holidays. So I gave them each earbuds and I gave them each a Pocket Pal. And my teachers are like, are you kidding? I use it in the classroom, outside of the classroom. I use it recreationally. Again, theme parks. You know what I hate about the theme parks? We go to Universal all the time. Lockers. They make you buy lockers to ride a lot of the rides if your stuff isn't secure. With this, and let me just show you. So when I'm traveling, especially if I want to untuck my shirt, look at this. You can't even tell I have it on, so it disappears. Yeah. The other thing is you can wear it in front of you, you can wear it on the side of you, or you can wear it in the back too.
That's true.
So for winter time with a big heavy coat on, it disappears behind you. So there's so many different options, but there's so many times in life we want to be hands-free. So I hate the crossbody. I don't like it going between the girls. I also don't like the fanny pack because it looks kind of old school to me. And also I have to adjust that waistband. And Callie, if I just came from the buffet, I don't want to have to deal with a waistband adjustment. Do you know what I'm saying? And then a big heavy handbag, a big heavy purse. If I'm going to the grocery store, I hide my heavy purse in the car and just grab my Pocket Pal with my wallet in it, with my phone in it, with my sunglasses and my keys.
Just right
That's
here.
all you need.
Just so handy, easy access, nothing that's cumbersome that you don't even notice you're wearing unless you load it up with weights like we just
did, which you wouldn't do, but you can because that's how durable it is.
Especially when you travel.
Love this one. This is so soft.
I know, this metallic taupe, it's really
and it's
pretty.
Flying.
Do you see over 3,000 are gone? Wow. 3,000. This is a hot commodity, always was, and these are better than what we've offered from, I think it was last year's version.
Yeah, last year's, yeah.
This is the
and
new,
they were great.
more magnets,
bigger.
more and stronger magnets, bigger. Oh, the actual pocket is bigger too.
It is bigger because it's meant to accommodate most cell phones out on the market, even with a case on it. Let me unpack another bag here for you and just show you some of the things. Maybe it's a portable device charger. Maybe it's your passport, like I said, if you're traveling internationally. To be able to have that RFID blocking pocket on the inside is huge because we don't want to have our information stolen. We don't want to be scanned. We don't want our credit card information stolen. So this is going to protect you and lock that down. Big giant phones. So I carry the iPhone Pro Max. Big ones are going to fit in here. Got my chapstick right there. Got my portable device charger right here. And look at this, Callie, my full-on wallet also fits inside. So my wallet fits in here as well. This could be for the guys, for the girls, and it's everything that you need, all of the essentials at your fingertips without having to lug along a huge bag with you. I love it just for taking walks. You have that reflective stripe here at the top, so that's gonna reflect light, which is huge. And even on the zipper pull too, That's
nice.
big, because if you're out, you know, at night, because we walk our dog at night all the time, grab that little dog bag that's already packed. You could just magnet it right to your refrigerator if you just want it ready to go.
Keep everything where it belongs. It's nice to be organized in such a way. I just got an update, because you can see how quickly these are selling once again. And this is the new one, and on sale at this hot deal price, which is temporary. This will... And I also just noticed free shipping.
Oh, that too?
You guys, free
wow.
shipping. You could get 15 of these and not spend anything on shipping. You could get send them anywhere. If you want to send them off to a friend or a family member, we'll do that too. But this is one of those moments. This is on a hot deal price of $24.99, normally $33. If you get a second one, take $5 more off the hot deal price, so therefore $20, and you can do that 15 times. Therefore, if everybody in the family wants their own color or theme or print, you've got all these options. If you want either the hunter green or the purple, though, we don't even have 1,000 left of either of those two colors.
I had no
Black
idea.
is on fire. The prints are the leopard, the plaid, the midnight floral. We also have the bright sapphire blue, as well as this fantastic metallic taupe. So get as many as you'd like. 905-896. Thank you, Lori.
Thank you. Aren't these gorgeous?
They really are.
Beautiful hardware, very high-end.
It's just so nice to have your hands
Such
free
a joy.
and not stress about, where did I put my phone? Where did I put my keys?
If you lose your phone around your house, mine was in the pantry the other day. I just started wearing this. I'm like, you know what? I just need my phone with me. Yeah, one of my friends left hers in the refrigerator.
I was gonna say.
Couldn't find her phone all day. It was in the refrigerator. I'm like, it happens. We set stuff down to pick up something else. It happens.
All right, 905-896. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Thanks, girl. Appreciate you.
The practical things that I love to put into the show include, because the hot weather is upon us, and I can't even tell you how many of these I've owned over the years. These are the little Geek Air individual portable fans. You're getting a 2-pack, 2 of these for only $12.49. I thought they were $20. Half price. Half price moment. The mini rechargeable handheld fans. We've got gray, white, or the light pink. They're awesome, you guys. You can feel this refreshing breeze. I keep one just like that in my desk drawer at work, because I do go through those moments during the day, as you know we do as women. But what a treat to be able to take with you, whether it's a workout, whether it's outside, you're sitting at a baseball game or a soccer game, and you just want to keep yourself a little bit more comfortable, but because you don't want to leave the stands and miss the excuse me, the action. These are the answer. My friend Debbie D and I, we are the 2 hosts that keep these on the regular. I keep it in my little basket that I take with me from studio to studio to keep myself cool and comfortable. They're totally rechargeable, so all you do is just plug that in, give it a charge, and they give you 3 different levels of speeds. So you can do it whatever is most comfortable. This is on low speed. You can see. Let's see if I can. Yeah, these are fantastic. They've been a minute since I've seen them in stock, so I'm glad that they're here. They give you powerful concentrated airflow, so it really gives effective cooling. And I know that you're gonna love having these in this hottest days, and they don't take up a ton of room. We've offered some that are bigger than this, but these are the nice little minis that give you ability to pop them in your purse and keep them with you, maybe in your gym bag or maybe a beach bag, going to the park for the day. But half price, a set of 2 at only $12.49, item 865412. So before we talk about really powerful airflow, because we do have a big sale coming up on a portable AC unit from Hunter, we're gonna take a little time out to share some other information here at HSN of things that are happening. So keep it here, we'll be right back.
Hey there. Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you can get $15 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
We have something special for you. Sign up for HSN emails and take 15% off your next single item purchase. You'll get exclusive offers, early access, and the latest updates sent straight to your inbox. Love to save? Visit hsn.com to learn more.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Submit your email for when to watch directly at the bottom of an hsn.com product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN.
your summer in style. From your favorite brands to all new celeb designer collections. Don't miss Summer in Style, Thursday at midnight.
Well, good Sunday morning to you. Welcome back in. I'm Callie Northagen. The practical side of me has to make this an opportunity for everybody to have, because I personally own it, because my upstairs of my home just does not cool down like the lower level, and I am not the one that's gonna keep my temperature lower just to keep upstairs cold when I get that bill at the end of the month. No, thank you. So I personally have this because in the summer I put it upstairs, and I just put it right at one of my windows, and the AC can just cool down that whole upstairs, which is my master. So I like it cool when I sleep. So that's my personal story of why I love this unit, but it's so much better than just an AC unit. This has 4 different modes, and by the way, it's $250 off of the retail price. Just letting you know that, and there's free shipping. So what it does is it cools the air that you're in. There's a cool mode, there's a dry mode, so it'll dry the room if it gets too moist or humid. It's more of like a dehumidifier. There's a fan-only mode, which is great if you just want to move the air because it's not necessarily super, super hot, but if it gets super, super cold, you can use this in a heat mode. So you've got 4 seasons out of the year covered to be able to just move the air in your home and make that much more comfortable place to be able to be. You can adjust the temperature to your own comfort level. In fact, it starts at, what did I see? It goes from like 61 degrees up to like 86 degrees. So it gets really cool and it gets really warm at the same time. So there are 2 color choices, which they are right here. There's a gray, or there's white. You get all the accessories to be able to put this into a window, even if it's a slider window left to right or north to south. And we'll talk about the dimensions and all of those things with our guest, Tracy Rosa.
Hello,
from
my friend.
Hunter.
I'm so glad that you have this.
And somebody laughed at me. My friend Rich was like, why would you buy? And I'm like, because of my upstairs situation.
Yeah.
And I am telling you,
He rises.
Right, it does. And that upstairs room is so uncomfortable. And I just got so mad looking at the electric bills at the end. Last summer, I'm like, I'm over this.
No, I feel
Are you kidding?
So the west side of our house is always the hottest. That's where my husband's office is. It's where my daughter Bella's room is. In the evening, it is crazy hot. So what does Bella do when she's home from college? She gets up in the middle of the night, she runs to the thermostat, she goes ahead, pounds on the thermostat button to get it cool because she wants to be comfortable. What she doesn't realize is she's freezing everybody else out of the house, you know, and then we get in trouble because we're paying a ton for our electric bill. Zone heating, zone cooling, that is the solution to your problems, okay? Because you don't want to cool down the entire house for one room or heat up the entire house for one room. So this is a game changer because it is a year-round solution. You want heat, you got heat. You want a fan, you got a fan. You want to pull the moisture out of the air? This is going to pull 2 liters of water out of the air an hour.
Whoa, wait, what? That's
2
wild.
liters an hour, okay? And here's the other cool thing. When you think of dehumidifiers, normally there are like tanks in here that fill up with that water that you pulled out of the air. And then you have to physically dump that water out to make sure the unit is working. It doesn't do that. This, again, they pull the moisture out, and then it vaporizes and it goes out the exhaust hose.
Isn't that amazing?
So, I mean, the best technology, and normally, Callie, you've been here for a very long time.
26 years.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
We used to launch AC units around Memorial Day. Remember?
That's true. Yep.
We did.
Yep.
We did. And then, you know, we thought about it and it was like, it's getting hotter sooner. This is a year-round solution. So if one day it's really hot, then the next day it's cold, you know, you've got that simple solution. So let's talk about simplicity, all right? This is true portability. If you have a window and you have a plug, now you have instant comfort. So you're gonna get this home. It's gonna come obviously in a box, all right? We've even made it easy to get out of the box, Callie.
Oh,
so,
that's true.
Right?
The box is really cool.
Yeah. We clip it at the base. You lift the box up instead of having to lift the unit out. It's the little things.
That's a big one.
Right.
That's a big one, because this isn't like a 10-pound AC unit.
No, caster wheels are already on. So how do you do this? How do you assemble this? How do you get portable AC, portable heat in any room in the house? So this is gonna be your exhaust hose. It's about 5 feet long. All you do is you take this, all right? You attach it to the base here. You slide this in just like so, and now you've attached your hose. This is gonna be where you attach to the adjustable sliders. Why are the adjustable sliders important? Because not all of our windows are the same size.
That's what this is.
That's what this is. And you're gonna get 2 more of these extensions. This is gonna customize to 18 inches to 50 inches.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say
nice.
that again.
Okay, so you're getting 2 more of these.
You're getting 2 more of those. So anywhere from 18 inches to 50 inches, if that's the size of your window, whether it goes horizontally, vertically, whatever, that will, again, fit into any window. So all I said was that you needed a plug and a window. So you're going to attach it just like so. You're gonna get it to that perfect length, all right? So once I get it to that good length, I place it right here into the lip of the window. I shut my window, Callie. Boom. That's it. If I wasn't yapping for probably 2 minutes, I could have done this in 30 seconds.
You know what I love about that, though? The outside of the
Yep,
house.
yep.
Look at how much more attractive this is, this system that you're getting, versus that was a good idea in its day, but boy, I think we all see like the rust coming down the side of the house,
Yeah.
the bird nests that are built
Right.
inside. And you know what? It's just because it's now enduring so much of the hot air or the heat and
Yeah.
outdoors, it's gonna overwork.
You know what I call these emergency buys? These are panic purchases. You know, it's
yeah.
like you see the heat wave coming. You don't have central air. You race out to the home store and you grab this because it's portable. Well, be honest. Once you put this in, you're not taking it out.
I know, that's so true. It's
You're
a commitment.
not taking it out. Look at, it's an eyesore. A lot of homeowners associations don't even let you have these anymore.
They're loud.
They're loud, they're rickety, they take up the whole window, so you've now lost this window. And you're right, condensation builds up, it goes ahead and it, you know, melts down into there and you've got mold everywhere. The only people that benefit from something like this are the people that are sitting directly in front of it, right?
That is the real truth.
It is, and
Gosh.
then it's like you all are huddled around because you just want some relief. Again, this is not portable. The one that you're getting today is on caster wheels.
Yeah, let's show
all
you
you
this.
do is pop it in and pop it out, and you're good to go.
You've got this nice long extension,
Yep.
so if you want to put this away from the window to closer to maybe the bed, I'm just thinking my own bedroom as an example, but you can rotate where the airflow is gonna go and adjust how far away from the window it wants to be. And I'm telling you, this is a lot of cool air coming through. This gives you the modes, cool, dry, fan, and heat. And then you've got the low, medium, high. This is the fan only. You can set this on a timer,
Yep.
which is so great. You get a remote control.
I was gonna say, don't bury the lead, as we say in news, Callie. Here you go.
Right? But if you do lose this, you've got all the manual controls here as well. So again, we have gray or we have white. This is your chance to do, I mean, I know it's $399, but you see the retail compare, it's over $500. Our price is, I think, over $200 less than by finding this elsewhere. If you find it online, or if you go to a store that brings Hunter and the brand to their market, because this is a very, very well-known company for moving air, for their ceiling fans.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that's how they started.
Yeah, we've been cooling and moving air for more than 140 years. It's a brand that you know, it's a brand that you trust. And they have been listening. Again, it goes all the way down to just taking it out of the box. Or I should say, taking the box off of the unit, you know? This is how easy it is to assemble. You take it out of the box, you plug it in, you get it to that right window size, you put that exhaust hose in, and you're good to go. But the thing I love about this, Callie, is like, if you're looking at this right now and you're thinking, yes, I would love an easy solution to get cooled down, but I don't want to deal with storing it. This is a year-round solution. So we're going to get through the summer months, all right? And we're going to be cool and comfortable and all that stuff. Then what happens in the fall? Well, it's beautiful out. You open up your windows and you need a good fan. So this will move that air all the way around, you know, because it's in fan mode. Well, then it gets cold. Thanksgiving comes, Christmas comes. You want a heater. Now you've got a heater. And then, like I said, if it's very, very moist out there and very humid, you know, it's gonna pull 2 liters of water an hour out of your air, and it's not gonna fill in the base here. It's gonna go and get vaporized, and all of that moisture is gonna go out the exhaust hose. So you put your hand there. I'm gonna prove how cold this is,
It is
all
cold,
right?
I'm telling you, and I love it because I run hot.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing. I run hot these days too. That's a whole nother show, you know, that we'll talk about. But here's the thing. I set it for 61 degrees. It's reading the room right now at 66. This will remain on until it gets to 61 degrees. That's why you're getting all of this cold air out, because it's gonna cool down this entire studio to 61 degrees.
Oh my gosh, that's the temperature coming out right now?
Oh wait, it's gonna get all the way below 0, 19, 17, look at that. It is pumping crazy cold air out of here because it's gonna cool down this entire studio. Then when it gets to 61 degrees, Callie, it's gonna shut off. So you're not wasting any more energy. Look at this.
Okay, so this
wait,
is
wait,
a
wait.
huge...
Come back. Below 0.
Yep,
Boom.
it is.
Look at that.
So that's cold air,
Yes.
which I love, and you can adjust that if that's too cold for you. Obviously, everybody is different, and so is the space of the room. I was reading 450 square feet.
Yep.
This will cover easily, which, what does that equate to? That's like way bigger than a 2-car garage.
So a 2-car garage is about 250 square feet.
250, okay.
Yeah,
so
we're talking double that.
Yeah, that's a big space.
yeah.
Obviously, the studio is huge. Most of our bedrooms or
Right.
your bathrooms or your kitchens or your dining room or wherever you're putting this, it's gonna be a smaller space than that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna give you that instant cool down, which makes everything so much more comfortable. The worst thing in the world, and this is another reason I was so glad I had mine, because I did it for the upstairs alone, just so I didn't have to keep the whole house as cold as I needed it upstairs. But when you think about the day that the AC goes out.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like making that phone call to that AC repair company. It's like, yeah, we can get to you maybe Thursday. And you're like, wait, it's scorching. And what am I supposed to do between now and then? Go rent a hotel room?
Nothing good happens when I'm hot. Nothing. Nobody's happy in the house. I'm not eating right. I'm not sleeping well. Like, when you're hot, you are miserable. Last night we went to this wonderful charity event. It was great, but we're down here on the west coast of Florida. It's 85 degrees.
Already.
So when we walked in, we eyeballed these little like cabanas because they had the window units. Those things, they broke in the middle of the event.
Last night?
Yes, it was so hot. It was a great event. I love the charity, but it was so hot there, you know?
No air is moving.
No air is moving. It's just stagnant.
Ugh.
Again, this is going to be your year-round solution. That's the game changer here. You're not just, you may be getting it right now because you know that the heat is coming and you want
what does
this,
this say?
but
This
at the end of
week's
the day,
average
this is gonna be
temperature.
year-round.
Okay. It's 102
What?
in Phoenix this week?
Oh,
Vegas,
that's gotta be a
95?
record, right?
I don't know, but I mean, that's dry
Las Vegas,
heat.
oh yeah.
It doesn't, to me, it's like hot or dry or dry or humid. I'd prefer dry, but I'm telling you, we live in a humid climate. It really is, and I know, it's like one of those, I didn't wake up today thinking I wanted to go buy an AC unit, but when you think about what happens in the event you did lose your AC or it did break or it's on the blink because it's gonna overwork this summer, just having this as a backup plan is such a great thing. Sometimes, true story, we've actually had it out in the garage where we moved it because we were working the garage, cleaning it and organizing it, just to keep the garage cool while we're trying to do that horrible job. All of those reasons. I mean, it does weigh 72 pounds, so it's heavy, but you know what? You can move it to different spaces.
Look at how
have
easy.
Multiple times. Yeah, the caster wheels, and there's little built-in integrated handles right here. We have moved it from place to place, trust me, multiple times since I've owned mine.
No, when you have true portability, like we said a minute ago, you think of portable AC units as those window units. They are not portable. You put those in one time, you're not taking them out. A lot of times you have to screw them in. If it's on the second floor, which is where your master is, yeah, you're not taking that anywhere out of the window, all right? This is true portability. You can be in the master, you can go into the guest room if you want, you can move this with you. It is going to be a game changer. And like I said, I keep saying it over and over again, you have a heater. You have a fan, you have a dehumidifier, you have an AC unit. If you've got a window and you've got a plug, now you can have perfect AC, perfect heat. You can get that to that room to that perfect sweet spot of a temperature without
having to cool or heat up the entire home for that one or two, those, you know, 1 or 2 rooms that we're in a day. I mean, we really don't spend much time in more than 1 or 2 rooms. Maybe the kitchen and then, you know,
it's true.
the
And now that
bedroom, maybe the
your
TV
daughters
room.
are gone and in college, right?
Next year, Haley will be gone too. So
Okay,
both
so
of them.
both of them. I know when Tristan went off to school, I was and moved out to LA.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I've got heat. I don't need to cool or heat the area that his bedroom was in.
Right.
You know, or the same with the guest room.
Right.
I've got 3 bedrooms, but my upstairs is my master, and it is hot.
Yeah.
I guess they just didn't put enough insulation in. I've even added insulation, thinking I've got to do something to get this bill back to normal, and just to be as comfortable as I need to be upstairs. That's my bedroom. That's where I take my showers, and coming out of the shower, and it's just so hot. And I am so glad I got mine. I've had mine for a couple of years now. And I tell you what, it is one of the best things because it's there. I don't use it every single week or every even month of the summer, but I have used it multiple times, and mine doesn't do all the 4 modes that this one does. Honestly, mine is a AC unit. This one is an AC unit, it's a dehumidifier, it's a heater, and it's a fan. And it's got 10,000 BTUs. That's a big number and something to take a serious look at, because if you find a price point like this good, usually they're a little bit wimpy. They don't give you the kind of flow of the air that you want and that you need. Let's be honest, if you're gonna do it, get the best, the biggest numbers that you can, and certainly we love doing this at our pricing. Our regular pricing is $520 on this. We're doing it at $399. So there's a couple ways you can get this delivered. It's gonna be right on its way to you or to somebody else if this is a gift. Just choose white or the gray. On one payment, it's $80. Any major credit card, we accept them all. If you have an HSN card, you can do this on 12 months of financing, making it $33.25. $33 a month starting right now. And then over the course between now and next summer this time, it's all paid off. You haven't even paid a penny in interest because we don't do that. We hold the balance, we get the product off to you. We just like to make it as easy as we can for you to be able to get this delivered and just enjoy the cool air, especially right now. I know we're all hearing it, but it's no joke. It's gonna be one of the hottest summers on record. Don't you find every year it gets more and more extreme?
It gets hotter, and it gets hotter sooner. I feel like we got hot like a couple months ago, you know, but then
already.
like we would wake up the next day and then it would be cold out, you know, like Mother Nature was having like whiplash or something. She didn't know what was going on, you know. Remember, true portability, the fact that these come on caster wheels. So all you have to do is unplug it, take it out of the window, find another plug. This is what we're used to, right? When you think of portable AC units, this is that knee-jerk reaction when you race out to the home store and you grab one of these because you know it's gonna get hot. You know you're gonna be uncomfortable. You know you're gonna be miserable. And then it's a 2-man job, all right? Especially if it's on the 2nd floor. You have to install this into the window. You lose all of the use of that one window. Remember with ours, it is true portability, all right? You still get to keep your screen in. You go ahead and you pop it in here. You customize the length of the window sliders anywhere from 18 inches to 50 inches. So horizontally or vertically, whatever way your window goes. You have sliders, you know, you can still have that AC unit if you wanna go ahead and put it up and down. That's what we love about this. So let's start from the beginning. Why this unit, why this brand? Hunter's been around for more than 130 years, okay? We know how to clean air, we know how to move air, we know how to cool it, we got air, right? This is going to be that year-round solution for you. Whether you want it a little warmer in your home, whether you want it cooler, but you don't want to cool down your whole house. You just want to focus on the area that you're in. That's what we love about this. It's called zone heating and it's called zone cooling. That's what we do. We get that room that we're in comfortable. When we switch rooms, we can switch units. You know, you can just go ahead and place it into another room. That's what we love so much about this. Remember, you set the temperature, it reads the room. When it gets to the temperature, it shuts off. When that temperature gets a little hotter, it kicks back on to cool that room down more. So that's what we love about this. So I'm gonna start from the beginning.
That's pretty intuitive when you think about it, just because, you know, it's not just gonna, I love that it can acclimate and it's really an impressive system.
Right?
Honestly, it's not just turn on and off. It does start, it goes down to 61 degrees.
Yep, up
and it
to
goes
84.
up to 84. That's a nice range.
Yeah.
So if you run cold in the winter or you run hot in the summer, This may be your best friend.
Let's play a little game.
Oh,
Grab
I'm
this.
glad you're gonna, yeah, I wanted to talk about the length. So it could
5
go
feet.
this far away from the window.
Yeah, yeah. So again, true portability. Once you get this home, you're gonna have this exhaust hose. You're gonna attach this onto one side, and you're gonna have the window vent to one side. Then you just slide this into place, all right? Very easy. Thank you for doing that, my friend.
I have this. I know how this works. This is sitting right now on a shelf in my garage.
I had this on with Ty yesterday.
Yeah.
You can only imagine what, he had it on his face. I was like, Ty, you can't give Ty a prop, you know?
There's no one quite like him.
No.
He is a special breed.
Yes, he's a gift from God.
Love him. He's coming up next.
So all you do is you attach this like so. You slide this back here. Look at this. All right. Look at how easy this is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Slide. Boom. Whoops. There we go. Hold on. Give me one more shot at this. Just like that. So now it's attached to the unit. This is where your window slider gets attached to. You go ahead. You get it to that perfect length.
I'll
all
show
right.
that to
I'm
you
gonna go
again.
over here.
Ready? It goes to, you'll see.
Yep.
Right here. This is 2. You're getting 2 more of these extenders. So if you're putting it on that, see that?
Oh yeah, this is, I mean, I said 18 inches to 50 inches. That's how big of a window that we're talking about. Look at how you get it to that perfect length, all right? You're gonna take this, place this into the lip of your window, so just like so, all right? Boom, perfect length. Then how do I secure it? Close the window. That's it. Like I said, one of these days I'll stop talking and I'll just do this to see how fast I can do it.
I think you still did it in less than 30 seconds.
Right? That is how easy it is. So now I'm watching a movie with the grandkids. I'm having popcorn night with my kids. Later, I'm gonna go into the office with my husband and get some work done. I just move this.
You can move it.
in
Literally
there. That's
wheel it around the corner.
Yeah.
If you need it up and down the stairs, I mean, it's 71 pounds, but it can totally do that. I've done it in my house. I was just thinking about how my son Tristan and his girlfriend Hadley, they were renting this apartment. It was so cute, but it was old and the AC.
Oh, yeah.
I think it broke on them every 2 weeks. They ended up moving out because it was such a nightmare. They'd have to climb up into the attic and take out all the water from the drip tray, and they were doing all the maintenance, and the landlord did absolutely nothing. But I mean, it was over a garage, so it was hot in the summer. You could not, even the pets couldn't be staying inside without a little bit of help. So,
well, my parents have a lake house in Western New York. They're there from...
I remember this.
Yeah, they're there from like June until September.
Okay.
So they had the window unit years ago before we started selling these. That window unit stayed in the window all year round because nobody wants to take it out, right? It was disgusting. And like I said, the only people that benefited from that were the ones standing right in front of this unit, right? So the living room was cool, but the bedrooms were hot as heck, because we had no AC. I think they have your version too. I don't think they have the heat as well.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
So they've got the original, the OC, So now this just moves around. So Bella can put it in her room. Haley can put it in her room. My parents can have it in their room. We can have it in the living room. So wherever you are now comfortable. Anywhere from, like you said, 61 degrees all the way up to 84 degrees. This is gonna be a game changer.
I mean, these units back over here, I mean,
Yep.
that was back in the day, that was the only option for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they cost. I know they're probably still available in
They're
certain
not
stores.
10,000 BTUs, I can tell you that.
Well, that's a good point.
Yep.
That number is low, so you're getting a much lower airflow, meaning it's just not as comfortable, and it's just, you're freezing out. If the bed was right here, like the person next to it would be like, whereas this, because you can pull it from the window and extend and rotate where the air is flowing, it kind of, how hot air rises, right? Well,
Yep.
you can bring the hot air, the cold air will meet the hot air and bring it back down to help you sleep comfortably. And it just really is one of those great investments, especially when they're on sale. I mean, don't spend more when you don't have to. This is one of those moments.
Yeah.
'Tis the season, and this is something that I know, even if you don't use it every single week of the summer or the winter, when you do use it, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, thank God we've got that. For me, it's a plan B, it's a backup plan.
It's not a panic purchase. Those are panic purchases.
Right.
That's when you get nervous. You're like, a heat wave is coming. This is comfortability year round for you, okay? You don't want to be in that situation where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm miserable right now. You're going to dump a ton of money into something that's not worth it. And I mean, think about it. How much do you pay for a heater? How much do you pay for an AC unit? How much for a dehumidifier? Shoot, we're selling selling fans at $150. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is going to be that year-round solution for your home. And very few things I can say will save you money. Right, when we present stuff on HSN, I can't say that it's going to save you money. You know, I'm not a magician, or you know, I don't see the future.
Will.
But this will.
This will.
Because you're not jacking down the thermostat all the way, paying more in electricity bills, because now you're getting that one room that you're in, you and your significant other, you get it comfortable. Or when you're sleeping, listen, I'm close to 50. There are hot nights happening. There are some hot nights.
You're speaking to the choir here, Swiss
you know,
sister.
And like I said, if Tracy's not happy, a lot of people in that house aren't happy. Tracy's hot.
It's so unpleasant.
Yes.
And if you are just tuning in, this isn't just an AC unit. It says a portable AC, but guess what? It's 4 in 1. So it's an AC. It's also a heater. So you've got summer and winter covered. If you just need it as a fan, it will move the air as a fan if you're not looking for temperature control. But then it's that dehumidifier. It's crazy to me when you think about, like, if you ever had a pipe burst, or if it's just like, we have so many humid days here, I just know what it feels like. But this will not only remove, did you say 2 liters?
2 liters an hour.
An hour,
Yeah.
I was thinking a day. And then you're not lifting a big tank out of this to have to go empty it every couple of hours because it's gathering all that moisture. It sends it out the window as a fine mist or a vape.
Yeah.
So all the moisture from inside is being pushed outside.
And old school dehumidifiers, when the tank got full, the unit shut off.
That's true.
There's nothing worse when that tank gets full at 1 o'clock in the morning. Right? You're hot, you're miserable, you've got to get up, you got to turn the light on, you're waking somebody up, you've got to release it, you got to do all this stuff. This takes all the heavy lifting out of it. You know, that's what we love about this unit. It is set it and forget it. It is true portability, all right? That's why this is a game changer. We only get a couple hundred of these a year, you know, so I love that we launched it a little while ago. I love that we're not waiting till the end of May, because it's hot here. We saw what it was like in Arizona, 105. That's crazy.
I know,
you know?
I know.
95 in Las Vegas. You know, this is, but you know what? They could wake up tomorrow morning and it could be freezing. That's how this works.
Isn't
you know?
that the truth?
And you've got this hooked up. Well, how do you change the climate in your house? Turn the heat on.
Is there any filter or anything we need to change out at all?
No.
Nothing, right?
Like literally, this is the easiest thing in the world.
Literally nothing.
Nothing.
You plug it in and it's a regular outlet. It's a 3-prong outlet.
Yep.
You don't even need like a commercial grade outlet to be able to motivate this. And it's actually really quiet too when you think about it.
It is, yeah.
This is in the high mode. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's not a loud, these things are loud. Those window units?
Oh yeah, they shake, they rattle, they rust, they're ugly, they're loud, they are.
Worst of all, I think, is that they obstruct the view to outdoors.
You lose your window.
You totally do.
You totally lose your window. So this is a really good thing. We don't normally have 40 minutes, so I love being able to talk about this for a long time. So when Callie and I started this demonstration, the temperature was at 66, remember?
That's true, and now it's at 64.
This is a huge studio. I went ahead and I adjusted the temperature to 61 degrees. So it is, again, continuously cooling down this entire space. When it gets to 61 degrees, it'll monitor, all right? Let's say that the room gets up to 62, it'll kick back on. So again, it is reading the room, and everything right here is also on a remote control. Now, I always say it's the little things, Callie, right? There's nothing little about a remote control, especially when I'm comfy cozy in the bed, especially when I'm comfy cozy on, the couch. I don't want to get up. I don't want to have to change the temperature. So everything on the front panel is also right there on the AC unit. I mean, on the remote control.
On the remote control. All you do is choose white or gray. I think the gray is great.
I do
I have
too.
a white one. It was the only thing that was available at the time that I got mine. And again, it has just, I don't know how much money it saved me, but I know it saved me from sleepless nights. I know it saved my guests. I know that I think about it, my upstairs is the hot room, and then there's one guest room, and the ceiling fan doesn't work. So that room is
Don't
just...
stay at Callie's house.
No, everyone loves it because I keep them very cool, and the bed is amazing. It's a beauty rest that I got here. I know we only have a few minutes in this on this right now, and this is the only airing all day. Keep in mind, the savings is quite significant. It's like $150 less than the retail price, $120, because our price is always better than retail. HSN and Hunter have been together a long, long time. And so it really is one of those things. You get the best of quality in the name Hunter. You can rely on that. And then you've got the ability to just pay a little, get it home, and just enjoy a cooler environment without turning down the number on that thermostat and getting hit with a big bill at the end of the month.
Well, 100%, you know, and again, we can't say this enough. It comes down to zone cooling and zone heating. Getting that room in your house where you want it to be, where you're comfortable, where your loved one is comfortable. If you have a window and you have a plug, now you have a comfortable space, right? So this is, again, how easy it is. We're gonna give you actually 4 of these different sliders because this is gonna be able to fit any size window, anywhere from 18 inches all the way up to 50 inches. So you're gonna get these sliders, right? You're gonna get it to that perfect length. You're gonna pop this into the lip of the window unit, just like so. And then the way that you secure it is you shut your window. I'm coming around, I'm gonna show you, because when we think of portable AC units, this is what we're used to, right? This is heavy, it's bulky, you lose the window, there's no screen either. You can't put a screen in here because you have this accordion style stuff going on right here. You've got to permanently install that. You've got to screw those in. A lot of homeowners associations don't even let you have window units anymore. Why? Because they get moldy, they get condensation, they go ahead and they bleed all the way down on the outside of your home. This is out with the old and we want to be in with the new. Again, heater, AC unit, dehumidifier, fan, not having to empty any reservoirs or any drip tanks, no, because all of that exhaust, all of that moisture is coming out your window. Still have a screen, still have use of my window. We're not losing anything, Callie.
All you're losing is like a whole lot of headache when it comes to, I hate to say that it's inevitable for the AC to go out in the hot days of summer, but it kind of seems like it happens all the time. It's never like on a nice cool day where you're like, oh, is the AC working? It's always when it's sweltering hot.
So
always.
true.
And then, you know, the AC companies, they're going to be working overtime. So when they can get to you, they'll get to you. And then you're at their, you know, you're at their beck and call because they could say, this is going to be $800 to repair. And you're like, okay. Because you need to have it repaired. It's going to be a long summer ahead and I want it to be comfortable. And for me, I got mine as an upstairs AC system because it's all mine does is an AC. This does 4 modes, AC, a heater, a dehumidifier, and a fan. But the reason I did mine is just to make my bedroom so much more comfortable. Since then, I have used it in multiple places. That guest room that I mentioned, we put it in the garage one time to help Tracy get, you know, the environment cool so we can clean and organize the garage. And then the fact, you guys, you could use this anywhere, upstairs, downstairs. Sometimes, you know what, it's just that one random room. Maybe it's the whole house, but instead of cooling the whole house or heating the whole house, cool or heat the space you're in. Most of us live in a fraction of the amount of space that our houses provide. Granted, maybe the bedrooms, if that's where you need to stay cool so you can sleep through the night, this is the treat that will make you so much more comfortable. This is the white, I'll show you again. You've got the ability to adjust this fan up and down. It goes up towards the ceiling or down towards your feet, but then you can twist it and rock and roll it. All different angles. You can pull it outside and away from that window. I think it's, what did we say, up to like 5 feet?
Yeah,
3
5 feet exhaust hose,
So it goes all that way. So you don't have to feel like it's just sequestered to that one space just to cool the space in front of it. So here we are. I know we've just got a few minutes left in this presentation, the only airing of the day. If you want to take a closer look at some of the specs, go to hsn.com. You can see all of it. I will say this. If you're doing any research and comparison, make sure you're getting at least 10,000. That's the 10 kBTU. That's really important. It gives you so much more power and airflow. And then get the multiple modes.
Look at this, below 10 degrees.
Below 10?
Yeah. Oh, my thing just shut off. Of course it did. Yeah. But put your hand here for a second.
I mean, it's literally cold.
Yeah, yeah. You guys saw that a minute ago. It literally is 10 below. And listen, you're probably thinking, I don't really need it to be 10 below. Like, I don't need 10 below pumping into my house. You're not gonna be below 10 below. You know, it's gonna get your room to that perfect temperature. Right now, right now it just has to pump it out that cold to cool down this entire studio. This is a huge I wish we could do like a little, you know, panoramic so you can see how it is. But again, so easy. So, okay, we only have 5 minutes left. So let's talk about the installation, because I hate to say...
You can do it alone, and I can do it alone.
Well, somebody asked me, they were like, is it complicated? I'm like, have you been watching me for 10 years on I don't do complicated. It's like the one thing I don't do. You know?
I don't either.
And I love the fact that you take it, all right, you lift up the box, you plug it in, you put it in the window, and that's it. Then when you want to go into another room, you just move that unit around.
And
it's
plug
so
it
easy.
into an outlet. I want to go back to that, take it out of the box.
Sorry, my friend.
You don't take it out of the box, you take the box off of it.
It's the little things.
It's the little things.
Look at that. Okay, there we go. As soon as, come on now. Do you see? Oh,
I think it's too low.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
It's so
it's too cold that it can't even register.
But you set it to either 61 up to 84 degrees, and then it will monitor the room, and when it gets to that desired temperature that you set, it shuts itself off, right?
Yeah, it shuts itself
until
off.
It gets a little bit...
It's like your normal thermostat.
Yeah.
You know, it's not your air's not running all the time. It gets to that perfect temperature, shuts off, and then it's good to go.
I'm gonna move this over. I want to show you the gray. I want to show you each color, because the white is an option. The gray is almost, you can't even almost see it because it blends, but it's a good looking unit, isn't it? It's a really good looking unit.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 feet off of the wall. It stands about 3 feet tall. Caster wheels are already installed. So like Callie says, you get this home, there are gonna be like little plastic straps down here. You cut those straps, you lift the box off. Because listen, this is another reason why you invest in Hunter. We had so many reviews of people saying it was harder to get out of the box than it was to install. So we thought about that for a second, and I've been there. I've put it on its side, I've shimmied the units out of it, you know, but no, we reinvented the wheel, so to speak. You cut the straps, you lift the box off, you attach the hose to the back, you plug it in, you put it in a window, that's it. Year-round solution. It's not just your AC. Now you're just showing off, Callie. Well, I feel like, right?
I mean, you can lift it. It's 71 pounds. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't want to maybe take it all the way up or downstairs by myself, but if you could, or your husband could,
right?
Whatever the case may be. I just know it's a great system. I'm glad it's here. I always enjoy making this presentation because it's something that just, you'll probably need it at one point or another.
Yeah.
Whether it's just because this is the year AC is going to go. I mean, it happens all the time. It doesn't have to be an old AC unit. Mine was relatively new, and I'm like, why did it just kick out? It was just overflowing the water.
Right.
And all the water that overflowed the drip tray, and
well,
oh my gosh.
Not to bring up a sore subject, but we did get hit with 2 hurricanes this year.
Yep.
It was unbearable hot. We had this hooked up. People were coming to our house just for a little relief. Like I said, nothing good happens when you're hot and you're miserable, you know?
So true.
And you're right. It doesn't go off when it's beautiful outside. The AC goes out when it's miserable, okay? Your heat goes off when it's freezing, you know? This is gonna be that game changer, okay? Again, anywhere from 18 inches all the way up to 50 inches. Up or down, side to side, it doesn't matter. You place it into the lip of the window, boom, you shut the window down, all right? That secures it. You still have your screen, you still have your window, you don't have to, if you're a renter, this is perfect because you can take this with you instead of this thing that you're never gonna take anywhere ever again, you know?
I think we all know that was good in its day.
Yeah.
It's a thing of the past.
Right.
We've moved on, better technology, complete portability. And you're right, take it with you if you move.
Yeah.
If you wanted to take it with you on a summer vacation, you could. I mean, I'm just saying it's a really, really nice system, and it's a 4-in-1. So it's a cooler, as in AC, down to 61 degrees. It's a heater, all the way up to 84 degrees. It's a fan to move the air when need be, and then it's also a dehumidifier. So you're gonna really, I think, appreciate all of those features, and it's all built into this one compact unit. It's $150 less than a retail compare, and you can do this on either one payment of $80, that's 5 flexible payments, $80 a pop, or spread it out over the course of a year.
I love that it's so cold that even this can't even register. It's like, I quit. Sorry about that, guys. I keep trying to show you how cool it gets, but again, Yeah, it's too cold. It's registering. It's not even registering. And
Well,
it's
like I said, we've got gray, we've got white. The item is 831491. And certainly, what is it? May the 4th be with you on today, May 4th. I'm going to be off for a couple of days this week. I will see you next weekend. But as we continue this Sunday of shopping together, I know our today's special is coming up next with Ty. Outdoors, they've taken the e-bike outdoors. It looks like the rain has stopped. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and you as well.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks for coming in for this.
Yeah.
Really
We'll leave this
important
on
item.
for Ty.
Leave it
when
on
he
for
gets
Ty.
hot, you know, when he gets
He'll
hot
come
running
in, he'll
around.
be a little
Yeah.
schwitzy. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm going to sign off for now. I'll see you next weekend. Ty's Outdoors. Enjoy.
Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Tracy. It is Summerfest. My name is Ty Mayberry. If you want to connect with me on social media, it's Ty Mayberry HSN over on Instagram. This is all about adventure today. Adventure, going out there and having fun, getting on your brand new e-bike. But before we get to that, I want to tell you what's coming up later in the show. If I were to ask you, what is our #1 TV brand here at HSN?